Good morning, family. This your boy King coming to you with more content. Just want to first start by saying, I had some family issues going on, so I've been off for a while. But now I'm back. And this shit is getting crazy. Now, I've talked to a bunch of people who do not believe in what this says right here, who do not believe that these people will do whatever it takes to force vaccinate or force you to take something or deal with something that you have the right to deny. And screw having the right. It is your will to deny. I understand that the COVID is out here acting up on people. I understand that. But what I don't understand is how people can choose who gets what. Everything has a side effect, including these experiments on the people. Rushing a pandemic vaccine means there's going to be more deaths in this trial than there is survivors. And I'm saying that because think about the old experiments that's been done to us. We'll get right there as soon as this clip is.
Making sure, as I said, that it's a whole of American approach. So let me pull the string on that a little bit for you. So clearly here in Health and Human Services, the CDC, the cornerstone, are experts that know how to distribute vaccine as they do every year annually for influenza, as they've done for H1N1, etc. Very talented group of people who know all the technical aspects and all the requirements that are needed to make sure that the vaccine, once we have it fill finished, we can distribute in a safe and effective way. So we're bringing this whole of America approach from government to industry, and we're bringing it all together to ensure that safe and effective vaccines are delivered to the American people in a timely manner. The time associated with delivery. We will begin distribution of the vaccine within 24 hours after emergency use authorization is approved. Right? And only after the science has determined and approved it accordingly, then we are poised and ready to begin distribution. Distribution will occur from our fill-finish sites, and will go to all 64 jurisdictions that we are responsible to ensure that they get vaccine for within 24 hours. So first, I just will say it is a large task, but it's a task that we are up for. And we're going to take a whole of America approach. That's why we're going to be able to do this. And we've been working on this now for over 6 months. Since the announcement 6 months ago on May 15th, we literally started planning accordingly. And it is the foundation of our planning started with the great experts at the CDC, and it's been extended to the jurisdiction planners so that we have a great collaborative plan on how to execute this together, right? And as the Secretary talked about earlier, we have implemented several mechanisms to allow other organizations inside of America to enable execution. Not one source or one organization will be responsible, but it's the collective group of us that will make this successful. So distribution of the vaccine will be based on fair and equitable availability of the vaccine pro rata to the population. So in other words, population of the state against available vaccine will be distributed to each state. We have been working these numbers with the states for a little while, and every week that goes by, we are able to create a tighter shot group of the actual numbers and the allocations that will be available to each state as we get going. Distribution will be by jurisdiction. As I've talked about, I use jurisdiction in states, sometimes inappropriately. So let me define jurisdictions, 64 of them, 50 states, 8 territories, and 6 metropolitan cities.
So let me begin by saying that, do y'all really trust the government on giving out shots? Because if y'all could see these photos here, this is what happens when they give out shots forcefully, experimenting on black people, giving them syphilis and seeing how untreated results will be. We are not trusting of this government, and rightfully so. And now they're passing mandatory vaccination laws all over Europe, including America. The problem with that is, y'all already understand that everything cannot be critiqued to an individual's DNA. So to massively put something out for an individual's DNA would mean that some people will reject it. Some people will die from it. And they're going to say you died from COVID. The sad part about it is there's a lot of anti-maskers running around. I don't get that part, because wearing a mask is not harmful for me. But to be forced vaccinated is. And for those who say that all this stuff is conspiracy theories, just look at history. Look at how they treat people that they don't like. And we're dealing with a highly volatile, separated system, racist system. And now this system wants to implement mass vaccinations. What does that tell y'all? You must think for yourself when these things come about. You cannot rely on everyone else's understanding, not even mine. You must think for yourself. You don't think they're going to come in your homes. You don't think they're going to forcefully vaccinate you. Or if you don't get vaccinated, they will exile you from society. If you don't believe me, all it takes is a Google search. Y'all must not be fooled. Do not let them force you to do anything. And that's a fact. With this being said, I love y'all. Stay safe. Peace.